Three, two, one. What up, everybody? Welcome back to Respectfully the Black Creative. Give it up for the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's going on, y'all?
I'm glad we are back from our summer hiatus. How was y'all trips and everything?
Bruh, fantastic, bro.
Great,
Man.
I'm sorry. Y'all just want to need more time.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I honestly, I probably need a vacation to be honest with y'all, but um, yeah, no, I'm glad that we can all take a break for a little bit. How's everybody's mental? We always do a mental health check-in, so to make sure be all straight, or not even if we can help out, or if we could just get our feelings out there, we try to do that mental health for people who are new. So, Rashawn,
Word.
we'll start with you.
Man, honestly, man, mentally I've been great, bro. Like I feel like I'm on this path right now where I'm like I'm feeling like some I want to call it vindication, kind of. I guess that's
Okay.
what you want to call it. But I feel like I'm on a path to where I need to be, mentally, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like in a really inspired place right now because I'm
Yeah.
like I'm getting stuff done, getting tasks done, getting projects finished up. So
What was the thing that kind of like sparked that for you?
um
Like, was it a project that you seen, or?
nah, honestly, it was just, time away, honestly.
Okay.
Taking breaks, man. Taking breaks, you get that time to mentally reset and mentally get that inspiration drawn back to you. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
felt like I needed that, man, and it was perfect. It was
No,
perfect. So
again,
now
like just like we said in our past episodes, like we gotta step away. Like that's
got to,
always a
man.
reoccurring
Got
thing. You gotta step away.
got to take breaks, and I feel like it's so necessary. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, I just been on a climb, bro, just going up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to stay focused and be graceful with myself at the same time.
Okay. Devin, what about
Yeah.
you? How you feeling?
Good man, for real. I think that just being able to have a different scope on reality as far as like your norm and being able to break and just come back is cool. It always is refreshing. I mean, for me, I think that I've been feeling a lot more gratitude, just being grateful for the little things. Just because, some of the other things I guess maybe you're working on or I'm working on, they're coming a little bit slow or things are forming a little bit slow. So like, just kind of keep working, but at the same time, it's all coming in due time, and just be grateful for the little things. I mean, even the rain,
Yeah, yeah.
you can't enjoy the sun without the rainfall and the storm. So um
Exactly.
It's true.
yeah,
All right.
Making through them storms.
Right.
It's even more powerful.
yeah.
Yeah, when you weather through the storms.
Yeah.
It's real.
What about you, Adrian? How you been feeling, bro?
I think I've been feeling like a 7,
Okay.
like a 5 to a 7 range, coming from 5 to a 7. That's what I say.
Okay. All right. Um,
Hey, Rashawn, if you had to rate, what would you say your rating would be?
What do you mean, like mentally?
Yeah.
scale to 1 to 10.
Oh, right now, honestly, I'm at like I would say like an 8.7,
I'm about to say
something
you
like
sound like
that.
you off the scale, like past
Yeah,
10.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he
Like
did,
I
yeah.
feel like I'm going up there, I'm B plus. I'm climbing up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
I
what's
Adrian,
up,
think
bro.
I think after I finish like actually complete these things that I'm working on, like within the next couple like week or two, I think I'll be like A plus. I'll be like right there. So
So Adrian, so like you said you were feeling like, you were at a 5 to 7. What's been making you feel that way kind of as far as your mood? Because I've been feeling the same way too, kind of like a so-so kind of
Yeah,
mood. But what's been making you feel like that?
I just feel like everything's kind of been balancing out. Um, One is the point in my life, but you go through, or at least speaking the general sense, when you're working towards uh, bettering your career, bettering yourself,
Yeah.
self development, but also in terms of career development. So it's a little bit of that, and being around a nice collective of people, but at the same time, no understanding what you're capable of.
Yeah.
You know, from being in those situations, from being involved in those events and uh, those new projects, and finishing those projects to the end. You
Okay.
know, and doing different things within those projects or assignments that you've never done before.
Right. Right.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've been so lately because kind of like what you said is the career development kind of thing. Um, it's not always the easiest road when you're a photographer,
Mhm.
especially for your career. So, um, yeah, it's just one of those moments in your career path where you kind of just hit a little dip, but
Man,
I'll be back on the rise soon. But yeah, man, what's been on your minds lately? Just
Um, yeah, so what's been on my mind lately is manifestation. We
okay.
want to take nothing and make something. What do you do to get there? What are your steps? How do you accomplish it? What does manifestation look to you? When have you manifested stuff? Uh, what tools are in your arsenal, your utility belt, in
Yeah.
order to manifest your goals, your ideas, bring things to fruition?
So what do you think, in your opinion, what do you think manifestation is defined as?
Well, I think in the simplest form, it's the art of making something happen
Mm,
by a consistent, like, visionary on a consistent visionary level over extended an extended period of time. Excuse me.
mm, okay.
So let me say that again. I think it's the art of making something happen on a visionary, mental level over an extended period of time in order to achieve a goal.
Okay. I think mine would be kind of the same. Just making sure you're putting that energy out there, so that the energy and actions that you put and towards your goal, and then actually uh achieving that goal at some point. You know what I mean? So I guess it could be
That-
the same.
And that's a huge piece though,
Yeah.
because energy is super, super important into accomplishing anything. You have to
Right.
have the energy. But what's the biggest thing in the energy is, like, for me, I think, is you've got to hijack the subconscious of your mind to start refueling, or to start fueling and pushing new ideas, pushing new possibilities of opportunities and stuff like that, pushing possibilities of outcomes. So when I say like the vision,
Mm,
how I do it is I meditate.
okay.
That's like one step in the manifesting process for me. But I noticed that when I meditate, I'm now allowing myself to go through all of these possibilities, these possible outcomes. What do I envision, you know, this good outcome looks like? What do
Right.
I envision my life looks like now that I've achieved the goal? Yeah. But
Okay.
word.
that energy is super, super important, man.
For sure.
Hmm.
That's facts.
I could tell y'all like a manifestation story I got, but I want to hear like uh Rashawn and Devin's definition of a manifestation, or a manifestation in general. What does it mean to y'all?
Um, if I were to say, somebody would ask me my definition of manifestation, I would say believing. I would say believing and acting towards making making a dream a reality or achieving a goal. Um, and for me, I think the first piece or one of the first pieces, and I think it's the most important piece, and it's a piece that I've tried to remember over the years, but I guess as I've gotten older, I realized how powerful it is. And that piece is the power of the tongue, right?
Mm,
The power of speaking your manifestations, or speaking what you want to manifest, speaking your dreams, and speaking the goals, like speaking out loud, saying them out loud, not just like in your head or writing them down, but actually, saying that you're going to complete this, or saying that you want to do this, or saying that you know, you have these specific goals or aspirations. I feel like that's like the first piece, like putting that, and it goes back to what you guys were saying, especially with the energy. It's just putting that energy out there, you know what I'm saying, into the universe, so that it's out there. You spoken your dreams, you spoken what you want to manifest, and now you just got to do the work. So I just feel like it's the belief and then the action
right.
of working towards your dream, making a dream a reality, or achieving a goal.
I agree. It's so much power in the tongue, bro. Like I know
Bruh,
it's a cliche quote or saying, but it's very true.
it is, man, and that's one thing that I've had to keep telling myself, even now. I still to kind of remember and tell myself that, speaking things into existence is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact that it's coming from your mouth means that you
Right.
believe it. You know,
Right.
so yeah,
Uh,
that's what
I
it
always
means to
heard
me.
that growing up, and my grandma used to say it a lot. Like, I used to hear my grandma say that. Like, just the power of the tongue, the powers that be. So
Right.
it's interesting you said that. So I'm gonna come back to that. But like for me, manifestation, right? Manifestation. Okay, so you have man, right? Man, all powerful man. Man uses energy to to
Fester.
festilize. Yes,
Fester.
fester. There you go.
My man said
I made it
Fester.
up, bro. I made it up.
There it
He
is.
was
There it
there,
is. So
son.
there we going. There we going. To receive and to feast on the fruits of your labor from that said energy. There you go.
Okay.
Manifestation.
Okay.
And
Boom.
so I think in that same sense, whether you speak, believe, or you portray and then not portray, you muster up that energy, right? And then
Mm,
you exude it. So it's dripping off you like drip.
right.
And I think that's all it is. Once you said it, you believe it in your heart, you believed it in your mind. Every action you take set forth is in that direction and on that same trajectory for that success. So it's it's just how you're moving.
Right.
And I think that when you're moving that hard and that strong, can nobody derail that train? Can nobody take you off your course? So it's really believing in what you're moving for. So like Nip used to say, I'm gonna die behind mine. Like, it's all money in.
Yeah.
So you really have to go by it. And so I think the energy and the mood that you're in and how you approach your days, how you approach your goals, that's where that comes from. It starts from like Adrian said, what'd you say? Hijack your subconscious.
Oh
There
yeah,
we
Yeah,
go.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we go into the next, I guess subtitle for manifestation, I'll tell you my little story. So,
Yeah. What you got?
um, well, side note, one thing that people get caught up on is even though you want to manifest something, it's not always in your timing, right? It's always in God's time. God's
Mhm.
plan, whatever.
Facts.
So just a side note, like keep doing what you're doing. It's eventually gonna happen as long as you put in that work in.
You know what, bro? This is what we gonna say. Throw this in there. Faith.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it
Got to,
is.
man. Got to, man.
Yep. Yep.
I got some things at the end, but that's faith is another thing that be thrown in there. You
Yeah.
own it.
For
That's
sure.
real.
But yeah, so when I first started out as a creative, right, I had probably about three main goals. Um, and those goals, of course, evolved over the years. But one of my goals were is to become an art director. So working my way as a photographer, going to school. I took like one art directing class. Um, I was like, okay, cool. This I like this. I could see myself doing this. I don't have strong graphic skills, which is probably like the main thing for an art director, but you can work in different capacities when you're in that
Mm-hmm.
role. Um, so that was like boom. That's one of my goals that I'm keeping to myself right now. So got out of college, um, was around some creatives, and I started telling this goal to these certain creatives, so
Hmm.
that they were all uh, that they will all know. And once you tell other people what you do, some people might want to collab here and there. It kind of gets you it gets you used to your own skills and to your own goals. um, and then once I got into certain workspaces, I would say, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to one day become an art director one day. So y'all don't have to help me do that, but I'm just letting you know that's what I want to be.
Yeah.
um, so then fast forward to this year, like we discussed in a previous episode, I actually became an art director on a certain project. So from when I started, which is like 10 years ago, all the way to now, I finally hit that goal. And that's all by me starting by saying that, one of my goals is to become an art director. So um yeah, man, it's power in the tone. And then there's also you got to do that action, and then you cannot worry about the time.
Yeah, bro. I saw those. I saw the pictures you posted, man. Joints was fire, bro. That
Oh
was
man,
mad
appreciate it.
Yeah.
inspirational. That was mad
Appreciate it.
inspirational. I was like,
That
yo,
was dope, bro.
man's
Yeah.
yeah. It's like my man's was doing the art directing thing. That was fire, bro.
A lot of moments where I was just like, man, I just let me go work at a regular. I'm gonna just give this up. I can't do nothing with it. So, but yeah, I just
All right, so let me ask. All right, since for the people, because the people, this may help fuel, fuel them to manifest a little bit more. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So,
That black
so
creative
in
talk, bro.
exactly, you know what I'm saying. So
Gotta
how
talk
did
that
you?
spicy.
So how did you feel like in that moment, bro? Like when you were, like, how did it feel when you were in that moment on set doing your art directing thing? Like, how did that feel? Like when living through that manifestation, how did that feel?
So it was a lot of mixed feelings, honestly. So from building up to it, I literally felt like I couldn't do it. Like, what am I doing? That's, but I'm on autopilot. I know how to do stuff, like whether it's um, software editing, um, whether it's designing certain ideas and like formulating
Mhm.
those ideas.
Yeah.
But then once I got to the set, man, I feel like the man, bro. Like this
Word.
was like I was this was all my years of being a creative. Like everything that I put in, it was there in this moment. You know what I mean?
He was
So
like in that I'm born to do this moment.
right, and
I
I
was
felt
And
born for
bro,
this.
you've been doing smaller productions,
right.
you know,
So
just you've been doing big work at a smaller scale. That's something like now it's just, that's crazy. I'm so happy
yes,
for you, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it,
man,
man.
that
So
just
I
fire.
felt super comfortable when I was there. People were coming to me asking questions they needed answers to. So um, yeah, and again, like you said, a lot of that stuff came from me putting in that work before. So now I'm able to like problem solve in these certain areas. So yeah, that's my little spiel on
That's
manifestation,
what's up.
power in the tongue, bro.
That's what's up. See,
Yeah.
y'all, it can be done, y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all heard it from the man himself.
See,
Yeah. 10 years or 15, man.
right,
5, man. Who's counting, right?
right.
so what I got from this fellas is right now, especially hearing Tony talk, we got the formula. Let's get a rough formula
Right.
for manifestation.
Okay.
We got
Okay.
faith,
Mm-hmm.
mixed with belief.
Mm-hmm.
They're different, but they go hand in hand.
Right.
You
Praise
know,
God.
you have faith in things that are gonna happen, and you have belief in yourself. Um, then there's action.
Mm.
We've got energy, and there's having a consistent vision, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact and the power in the tongue. We add that too.
Yeah.
Vision and then power in the tongue because those two went very hand in hand.
Yes.
And vision's so important, but the last story that you told, they went hand in hand.
Yeah. And then
So,
I kind of want to touch on energy before you go. Just my
mhm.
bad. I want to cut you off, but
No, you good, bro.
energy is especially important because when I'm in these environments, I like to be a positive person. I'm never a snob. I'm never a
Yeah.
disrespectful kind of person.
Right.
Because when you're creative, it's a collaborative experience. So somebody might be at this level when you're down here, and if you got that good energy, they want to reach up, try to help you up. So
Hmm.
I always come into a project um, with good energy. So that's just another thing. But yeah,
Got to, man. Got to.
yeah,
Like Devin said
Be
earlier, you got to exude that
right,
energy. You know what I'm saying? You put out what you're trying to get back in, but you also you're an inspirational figure um, in the field you're in right now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Especially at the set you're at. So
yeah,
definitely got to bring the energy.
Yeah. The
yeah,
E.
yeah, yeah. Because if since I'm the art director, and people asking me questions. If I'm giving everybody like these snobby, like, man, okay, go do this, man, get away
Yeah,
from me. I'm busy. That kills the
ain't
whole
going
vibe of the
bro.
shoot.
Even the yeah that
exactly.
and you know how you saying the wrong energy right there.
Right.
The other end of that wrong energy is like, what if you got wrapped up in the fact that I don't know how to get from A to Z exactly.
If I'm
I know
confused,
I'm
like,
supposed to be here, but
right,
I don't know exactly how to do everything. If
right,
you're giving off
Exactly.
that bad energy, people see that
exactly.
right away. They're like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to follow our leader.
Yeah.
You hear
Yep.
what he's talking about? He's sweating. He look nervous.
I'm shaking. I'm dropping some
You're like,
clumsy and dropping
who is
everything.
this guy?"
Right.
That's yeah.
That's very true. Very true.
Kind of reminds me of that story I heard. I think Tyler actually told it himself. Tyler, the creator, he was talking
Mm,
about he was at a party, and I guess most people were dressed in their usual get up, like, that that fly attire or whatever. But he was just like in some golf shorts or some shorts that he, just chilling.
Yeah.
But I think he said he had saw Denzel from like across the way at the party, and he went to go talk to him. He was like super excited, like, he just was like a big fan. And he was like, he don't remember exactly what he was saying, but he was like, yeah, he was like, give me some cool, little wisdom. He's like, man, just, relax, man. Do you, you supposed to be here. Like,
mm,
relax. Like,
mm.
you
Right.
belong at this party.
Right. Right.
So, like, he said, I never felt like I didn't, but like, his confirmation was like, yeah, man. He
Yeah.
said it was a cool experience. So,
We know there's multiple ways to manifest your your vision basically or your ideas.
Mm.
Uh, but one thing, well, not even say one thing. Fuck, fuck. It starts us off. All right, so we know there's multiple ways to manifest something, but I'm gonna tell you a few things that I know that are proven effective for me.
Okay.
And one thing is, at least definitely when I start out, is to like declutter your mind. And how you do that, or how I do that, is doing a brain dump. So I'll take everything from my mind uh, that I've been thinking about that I want to hit.
Mm.
It's kind of like a goal list or an action list,
Hmm.
but it's throwing everything on the board. So we're talking about health, wealth, fitness, personal career, hobby, all of that. So I'll just go through a whole list until I
Mm.
can't think of anymore. So I just give myself maybe like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long it takes. Try not to go anything more than like 15.
Okay.
Um,
That's interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I can't. Yeah, tell me more. Yeah, I'm kind of interested. That's
So
interesting.
in like a figurative speech, it's like you're overexerting your body. I mean, not overexerting your mind until it's like, okay, I can't do no more right now. Is that kind of
Yeah.
okay? Okay.
So the plan is to get everything that's been kind of holding you back
Mm.
or tying you down. But okay, let me flip that. There's two lists. basically. I think the other list comes a little it comes after the first list because first you want to get everything on the board. So you'll do the declutter of your mind as far as either what's stopping you or your goals. I like to do my goals first because I like to just throw out everything I think I want to obtain or want to change in my life.
Okay.
Mm.
So I focus on the change and then I focus on what's stopping me from the change. So that's another list. So you have your brain dump of action, and then you have your brain dump of things that are holding you back or stopping you, or you know, um, what hurdles you need to get over, or what emotions and ties that are involved in the things that are holding you back.
Okay, that makes
Then
sense.
I'll take that stuff and make a list of the top three things, because another thing is you only got so much you can do in a certain amount of time, and then the thing is you get so wound up with, oh, I got like 50 things on this list, or I want to manifest 5 things by the end of the year, and then the end of the year comes and it's like, oh, I only hit one or I didn't hit any. So I try to stick within like a 3 to 5 range, but mostly I try to max it 3. I would say it's safer to be at 3.
You know, that's. I'm
What's
sorry,
up?
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm
Are you
sorry.
good? You good?
No, I was gonna say that's interesting. I think I might want to start including that because I including that like in my routine. I think that's a good idea to kind of keep your mind fresh. I think for me, I might need to do that like weekly, probably like set like my weekly goals or things that I plan to accomplish that week, and then
I try to
um,
do it on the weekly too.
yeah,
But it's really helpful when you're trying to align, like you said, align what your goals are, to
yeah,
kind of identify the problems.
because I'll do that, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a one person. I will be like, oh man, there's like 50 things that I want to do, and it's like
It gets
I
overwhelming.
don't know. It's a little overwhelming, and I'm like, man, I don't know which one I want to do first or which one I should do first, type of deal. So
And low
that
key, that's
declutter is a
kind of
good
like
idea.
so another method that people do, as far as like speaking the tongue for manifestation, is
Hmm.
also writing stuff down.
Right,
Uh,
facts.
so I guess
I think
either
that's good.
method can work, right? I don't know how y'all feel about that, but uh,
Yeah,
it's kind of
writing
like
stuff down on top of like work what you mean.
yeah, like writing down your goals, and then what are your steps that you want to take to those goals, and what's holding you back. So I I think that's a great idea to make two different lists of like goals and how I get there, and what's holding me back from getting there.
Yeah, and I feel like subconsciously, I feel like it goes back to the what you said, Adrian, about unlocking the
Mm,
unlocking that subconscious or getting to that subconscious. I feel
yeah,
like when you see it, I guess like from those lists, like visually, like when you see the things that's been cluttering up your mind, or you see the things that you need to or that you want to achieve or tackle. I feel
They
like
say
in your
they say
mind,
trick the subconscious through
exactly,
repetition.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I feel
So
like
the
that
affirmations
definitely
come into
works.
play there too.
Absolutely.
That's I think we're on to something here, man. That's some
Y-
crazy stuff.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Bring your
wild.
cowbell
That's
back, baby.
wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bring that cowbell back, Tony.
cowbell.
Nah, but that's dope though, cause like for me, I'm very similar in the sense that like I need to be able to declutter and dump. I think everybody should be able to do that with their brain. I think we can go a little deeper into that. Why? Like if you if you relate your mechanics of your anatomy to machines or anything that produces work from power or energy and feeding your body like fuel and all of those things, then I think that everybody could benefit from utilizing a brain dump. But
Yeah.
most importantly, like for me, I've noticed that if I don't trick or unlock the subconscious mind of my own self, then I won't be able to push forward through certain things. So like when you said making that separate list to actually what it is that's holding me back, I think that for me writing it out, I've already like I don't have to go back and forth with myself that know if it's true or not. Like I know that I've already said it. I've already identified what the issue is and why it's holding me back. It's written. So I can go back and look at both things. And I just think that trying to be on top of that is going to be able to push you forward when you have in a rut. What's also funny is that I heard about like Mike Tyson. Um, he was saying that he does or he used to do like a 30-day challenge. So
Mm.
any goals that he had or anything that he wanted to do, he would give himself 30 days. And so I don't know if that's exactly what he called it, but basically a 30-day extent of doing something repetition wise or repetitively will develop a habit. So like if you
Yeah.
can do it for 30 days, you got a new habit.
Right.
So he would set his goals that way to accomplish whatever he wanted to do into 30 days. And I guess, after week one, week two of getting yourself into shape of doing whatever that goal is aligned with, you start to develop that habit by the 30th day. So that's dope, bro. I like that you brought that up. Good insight. I'm gonna try to use that tactic, that technique for the subconscious.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to use that tactic because when you were describing it, it was intriguing. So I was like, oh man, maybe I need to, because I do feel like that, especially I think especially right before, excuse me, right before Monday begins. I feel that overwhelming feeling, like because I'm like, oh
Yeah,
man, there's so much
got a
stuff I
lot
got
of
to do this
anxiety.
upcoming.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly, you know what I'm
You
saying? So
probably
I've been,
haven't put things to bed. So like that's back to what I was saying about that declutter part, that dump,
yeah,
that brain dump. So like just on your computer, like when you're trying to do something, whether it's run a game or all my gamers out there, Shauna, but like you're trying to run maybe two programs or something at once, you're asking the computer to allocate a lot of space, a lot of like random memory. So just it's the same thing. You're stacking your brain cells and memory of things that you need to do, you need to remember. And I just think that at some point you gotta clear the cache, man. You
Yeah.
gotta
facts,
clear,
bro.
you gotta dump it, bro. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Facts,
that's
bro.
that's what's up, bro. I mean,
Yeah, I'm saving that gym. That's a gym right there.
It's a good little metaphor right there. I like that.
Yeah.
This is our last call segment, our last creative call. We
Yay.
just talk about different movies, games, technology, hip hop, music, whatever. Um, so a couple things that's been coming out.
It's called baby.
um,
Or not coming out.
we're
yeah, or
not
not
coming
coming out.
out.
Speaking of not coming out, it's Kanye's album.
Yeah, exactly.
That joint was supposed to drop like 2 weeks ago.
You know what I'm saying?
It's this is Kanye. Everybody should know this by now.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
He's smart as is, bro. He's super smart, bro, because he has everybody's attention right now, bro.
Yeah. Did y'all watch the Apple stream?
No,
Yeah, I
I
heard he had a
didn't.
stream. I heard about it. I
I
didn't watch it
Yeah.
though.
So he
I saw
streamed.
like clips of different pieces of the stream, but I didn't
Yeah.
watch it.
So he did two streams. I think one was like a longer stream where he would show like people was coming to his little his room that he had inside the stadium. They would just stop
mm,
by and then like vibe out to music. Um, but I don't know, his music was sounding pretty good. Like it sounded like a good mix of old Kanye and more advanced Kanye, which I
Mhm.
liked. So
Yeah,
it could be one of his best projects. Yeah, I'll go that
it
Do
far.
we know
could
what it's
be, bro.
called?
Donda,
Nah.
Don,
Oh yeah, Donda. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
his
Donda.
mama name.
Yep.
Yeah,
I have a feeling. I think it's going to be great. Honestly, I know it's going to be great. I just like how masterful he is with his. I mean, I know he's having a dilemma getting his songs and all that together, but I just like the fact how he has everybody's attention and
yeah.
that everybody's on the lookout for when that joint drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen like people done some artwork, like graphics and stuff of like shoots or footage from the stream and stuff. So like I know Yachty was there. It was a bunch of people that
Yep.
was, backstage with him, I guess. So
Yeah, Vic was
seeing,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Vic Missa.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Vic
So
need to get his stuff back together, man.
yeah, yeah. I feel like Donda might be a very masterful piece of art.
Hey, I'm excited for it whenever it drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What the heck was that? I gotta take
Yeah,
it.
tired. What you about to say, Devin?
Oh,
Just let y'all know it's 3 a.m. over here.
yeah,
Oh, it is?
yeah.
Yeah. You know, we
Oh,
shoot these
shit.
videos. It'd be
Nah, it's
like
not 3 a.m.
2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning and whatnot.
But nah, I was gonna say Donda. Yeah, the album should be dope. I mean, he named it after his mom. I think he's gonna put every energy and cell into the album itself. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be Yeezus for real.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Jesus in concert. I remember that.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
never forget that concert. Most memorable, one of the most memorable things, experiences in my life, for real. Seeing
Yeah,
Kanye
one
do
thing
his
about
thing on
Kanye,
stage.
he put on some theatrics for sure.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Had the machine, had the whole fit, bomber
Yeah.
jacket, mask, elongated tee.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
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 And even to say
JTG.
back to your point where like he's gonna draw out the performance, like Kanye, I heard that on the showing, like other artists was there and they was like they've been there for 3 hours and the lights just been off. Like it's been dark for like for like mad long. And Kanye still ain't come out. I was like, bro, that's
and he
it.
had Kendrick open back then.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
Good
dope
Kid,
too.
Mad City, it just came out.
Yep.
Dang,
That was dope.
it's been a minute.
Dope.
Um,
I'm excited for that Batman, the Batman to drop.
how do y'all feel
Oh,
about
Speaking of
what's
movies.
his name? Robert Patterson.
Yeah. He's
How do y'all feel
playing
about
Bat.
him as Batman?
I've grown to accept his
Oh,
role.
we see some weird faces over here. What's up, Adrian? How you feel about it?
I'm just gonna say I'm a Christian Bale fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of like Christian Bale. He was all right. He was cool. I'll watch it. Let me say, I'm not stoked for it, but I'll watch it though.
Hey Rob, if you hear this, if you watch this cast, man, they counted you out. I'm trying to tell you, man, you gotta
Nah,
bring
Rob got it under the bat suit. He got it under
Yeah,
the bat suit. He was blundering dude in the video.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm excited
He
for
can
it though,
pull off
yeah.
the structure and the face and everything. It's just I didn't see him in the the pre footage that they recorded, like the little teaser that they came out with. I know they probably done that thing a million times. He looked different and all of the lighting's different. He's probably bigger and all that. Got different hair, but yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't sell me on it until he got in the bat suit. Ben Affleck was tough. Now
Yeah, he was all right. He was okay.
he wasn't to me. He wasn't the best. He messed up on the Batman and Bruce Wayne a couple times, just here and there on little stuff. It was a little cheesy, but for the most part, I like what they did with him. Ain't never gonna be my man Christian Bale though.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Facts.
By the way, guys, we're like strong critics on everything. Like we're
I'm a big
we're
superhero
critiques
fan,
just as
so
artists. We
yeah,
just yeah,
Love it.
Hopefully,
it's always love.
take it
hopefully,
passion.
hopefully he'll pull through as Batman. Um, have y'all been watching this next phase of Marvel? Or anything? Y'all been keeping up with Loki and What If?
Not
And,
Loki, not Loki.
Um, I need to finish the last episode of Loki. All the episodes I've seen though, fantastic. I love it.
yeah,
It's great.
All right, so
you
what you
have to
think
watch
about
it.
that?
Or
My bad, Tom. What'd you say?
And I said, yeah, I gotta watch it because it's setting up this next phase, and it's like it's getting really good. It's getting really good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah. But
I still need to watch Black Widow though.
they're introducing the new bad, the new villain, quote unquote.
Oh, nice.
Of course, I know, but yeah, I think it's gonna be very interesting.
Oh, you mean
I
like
can't wait.
the powerhouse, the next
Yeah.
villain
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the universe?
yeah.
I don't
The
know who that. Who
Thanos.
is it?
You want me to give it
Don't.
away to you or
Nah.
Well,
Don't,
is he
don't,
from
don't.
Thor?
no? No, I mean,
Well, tell us where do we find out will they reveal them?
You found out in the last episode of Loki.
For real? Oh, okay,
Wait.
bet, bro. Yes, bro. Perfect.
I mean, but they
Said no spoilers, no spoilers.
they already released the like I mean, yeah, I guess if you haven't looked around, you probably wouldn't know, but yes, it's gonna open up
Symbiotes.
the whole Marvel universe. No, it's
Nice.
not that.
Oh, they was bringing King.
Yeah, I've been dodging the spoilers, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you guys in the comments, you guys don't drop any spoilers in the comments.
Yeah,
No
please
spoilers,
don't.
no spoilers. But all right, that's gonna do it for our creative last call. We appreciate y'all for joining in. Like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta get used to saying that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share with your
Share.
creative friends. You know,
Yes.
some people might be in creative ruts. Some people might need some motivation. Or some people like to just be informative about their creative journey. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
please let us know how y'all feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we'll catch y'all on the next one.